Stop that. Shut your mouth. Go within. Change the circumstance in your mind by changing your story about it. Change the person in your mind by changing your story about them. Change you in your mind and how you're feeling about the situation in your mind now so that the situation out here changes. All right, guys, instead of taking a Loz lesson suggestion from the squad, I'm diving into our Q&A forum. I don't know if you can see it. Our Q&A forum. It's the place where you ask your questions every week inside my squad or my free group, and hopefully people will answer you. And if you're in the squad, the mentors might answer you. And we're adding some more mentors to our wonderful slew of wonderful, masterful manifestor mentors in our squad this week, and you'll find out who they are. And we've chosen people who are really helpful, really supportive, who've had their own success and are wonderful at answering your questions, like this question in the Q&A. I let my circumstances get to me the whole week. SP went on a guy's vacation to Mexico, and I tried to focus on why I felt shit. I was given advice to focus on myself, so obviously the mentors gave her advice already, and tried real bad, but I feel like shit this whole week. I let it get me down, especially because he hasn't texted me the whole week. He's supposed to come back today, and I know he will let me know he's back, but I don't want to see him. Why doesn't she want to see him? She's created this situation with him not texting her, and now she's getting annoyed at her own reflection. But anyway, don't get annoyed at them, guys. When you understand they've got no free will, if they went to Mexico and didn't message you, that's because of you. No point acting all huffy and puffy and not wanting to see them when they get back and acting like a triggered bitch because you created it. But okay, fucking hell. This person's a bit clueless. Obviously haven't done part 1 of the course yet, even though they're in the squad. This course is in the squad right now, guys, and this person should have done it, and then they wouldn't have this fucking question. Oh, no, it was 2 weeks ago. Maybe they've done the course since then. Is it okay to not text him back and ignore him while I'm trying to work on my self-concept? I really don't want to answer this question because I'm going to get angry. Or am I just being a triggered bitch? You think? And should I act like it didn't bother me? Some advice would be greatly appreciated, ladies. Listen, guys, you can act like it doesn't bother you all you like, but it's what you're thinking that matters. This isn't about acting in the 3D, like putting on airs and graces, like nothing bothers you and being a big fat doormat. When you understand that they have no free will and they can only act on the compulsion of the things you're imagining, not texting them or ignoring them or not ignoring them or not saying anything or expressing a feeling makes no difference when you understand it's what you're thinking about the situation that matters. She can run around with her underwear on her head, yelling and screaming and banging on a pot for all I care and calling him an asshole. It won't make any difference. It's what she's thinking that matters. It's what you're thinking that fucking manifests, not what you're doing. So even if you try and ignore them because they pissed you off or not texting them back or not choosing to see them so you can work on yourself, what work are you doing? Guys, we're not going away and hiding in an ashram and working on ourselves and ignoring our boyfriends over here, okay? This is not how this works. How long is it going to take? You could be in the ashram trying to work on your self-concept for 6 months. What, are you not going to text him for 6 months? Guys, you can change like this by assuming the right way. So I'm about to drop part 2 of the No Free Will course on Monday. And when this goes on YouTube, it will be in the squad, in the guide section. And part 2 is all about your reality out here is because of who you're being right now. And this girl right now is being a triggered bitch. And this girl right now is assuming he didn't want to talk to you. Her. And this girl right now is assuming he doesn't want her. That's why he didn't text her while he was in Mexico. So it doesn't matter what she does in the 3D when he gets back. She's sending him all the consciousness that she's conscious that he doesn't want to talk to her. So it doesn't matter if she ignores him or not. He can only be as she's imagining. And right now she must have been imagining that he was too busy having fun with his friends, or she couldn't trust him and he was off gallivanting and cheating on her or something while he was on holiday. Or he didn't want to talk to her, he didn't want her, whatever it is, it's about not wanting to be with her, talk to her, spend time with her, check in with her. It's her imagining that caused him not to text her. There's no point her getting pissed off or ignoring him because her assumption that she had before he even went on holiday caused him not to text her while he was there. Are you guys getting this? What you assume them to be is how they'll be. So if she was assuming, oh, why is he going away without me? Or he's going to cheat on me while he's there, or he wants to spend more time with his mates than he does with me, then when he goes there, he'll either cheat on her or not text her. Because she's got a whole lot of assumptions that made him go to a holiday with his mates and not text her in the first place. I remember the first time I was with my old SP and he went out on a boys' night, he spent the entire boys' night sending me pictures and texting me, and I was like, go and enjoy yourself with your mates. Stop texting me. But like, I had the assumption, I guess, that he loved me so much he'd miss me even when he was on his one boys' night. This girl's got an assumption that the whole week he's not even thinking about her, so he doesn't. So it's her thinking that matters, not the action that she takes now or took before. She could have said to him before, I don't want you to go on a boys' night, boys' trip, I don't trust you. Or when you go on your boys' trip, you need to text me every day. And he would have been like, all right, and then still not texted her, because her assumption is, I need to tell him to do that for him to do it. Or I'm assuming that when he goes, he will forget me. Now, I'm not saying she did that or she gave him the talk or laid an ultimatum on him about texting her, but I'm saying her assumption about him ignoring her, or her assumption about him not wanting to be with her, is the reason he acted that way. So there's no point being a triggered bitch and ignoring him or not texting him back when he gets back, or going in an ashram and fucking working on yourself, when all you need to do is assume now he wants to talk to you. So when he gets back and he finally texts you, be happy about it. Be like, hi babe, how was your trip? Did you have a nice time? What'd you do? Now, I'm not saying act all the, everything's fine here, when really she's seething inside like, girl, why didn't you text me? She can say, no, well, I was going to say, she could say, why didn't you text me? But don't do that. You could say something like, I didn't hear from you. Were you having too good a time or something? But even that's passive aggressive. That's kind of trying to start an argument, trying to find the reason why they didn't text. Just say nothing. Just fucking say nothing. Now, I know so many of you think I'm saying that it's like a doormat. You're not being a doormat. You're just not being triggered. You're just not voicing your fucking fears out your fucking mouth. Are you guys getting this? I know my old story of him and my views on love caused the situation. Oh, is this the same? Oh, no, this is a different person. Where's this talk about the thing? Where's the thing about Mexico? I've missed it. I've lost the question. Guys, are you getting this or what? There's no point having a chat with them or going off in an ashram working on yourself. You've got to assume differently right now. Come and join No Free Will course right now on my squad, guys, and part 2 is all about this. As you change now, the situation out here will change. They will change because they're not changing. They are simply your consciousness objectified. And if you don't understand what I mean by that, I highly suggest you come and watch the part 2 video in conjunction with the part 1 video and do the workbooks and stay with us for the whole month of May in the squad so you truly get this, that guy had no choice but to turn up the way he did on his boys' trip, ignoring her because she assumed he would. So there's no point being a triggered bitch now. And I do have a course called Don't Be a Triggered Bitch about how to deal with those triggers when they come up. And I think she needs to do that course. But guys, when you're aware that they are only being as you're assuming them to be, she'll probably recognize that before he even went away, she was thinking, why is he going on a boys' trip? Why does he need to do that? Why didn't he invite me? Or I wonder when he goes on his boys' trip if he'll message me. And then he doesn't. So her fears were made manifest. So she can't get annoyed about her own fears being made manifest. Do you understand? You can't be annoyed at your own fears turning up in your 3D and slapping you in the face and then think, oh, I've got to go work on myself and ignore the guy who played out all my fears when they were my fears that got played out. There's no point ignoring him, giving him an ultimatum, telling him off, or going in an ashram because you caused that. So just be normal. React how you would react when they come back. Oh, hi, babe, I missed you. How are you? How was your trip? It's not being a doormat. It's not pretending nothing's happened. It's not stifling your feelings. And if you want to express a feeling and say, I would have loved to have heard from you while you're away, You can do that, guys, but it's voicing your fear. It's voicing your you didn't choose me while you were there. You were ignoring me, weren't you? Out of your mouth. But if you really want to say it, because some dumb fucking dating coach has told you to express a feeling and you really feel like you need to express a feeling, go and fucking express a feeling, but there's no need to express a feeling when you understand this. When you understand this, you don't need to express shit. Who's getting this and who isn't? Right? Who's getting this? I'm 1 month, no contact. He packed and left when I was at work and I said, I deserve better. No contact. You need to manifest better, darling. Guys, if you're getting in fights with them and they start moving out and now you've got no contact, why were you having arguments or telling them you deserve better? You manifested him showing up that way, Amy. What do you mean? Have you ever watched me in your whole life? How he turned up is created by you. There's no point saying I deserve better. You should have manifested a better outcome with him. You should have manifested a better version of him. It ain't got nothing to do with him. He can only play out the story you're holding about him. So you must have had a fucking shitty story if now you're saying things like, I deserve better. Okay, well, bitch, I have no free will. I'm just reflecting your story about me and about men and about relationships and mostly about you. What's your shitty story about you? Because I'm reflecting it. So what's your shitty story about yourself, Amy? Tell us. That's why he did that. He said, I deserve better. Oh, well, maybe because you were being a triggered bitch and causing arguments all the time or something. Or imagining he wanted third parties or something. What were you doing? What were you thinking? What were you fucking doing? I bet you any money, if you were living together, you were causing lots of fights and you were nagging him. And he just thought, fuck this shit. I deserve better than this crap. And he left. Guys, if you're nagging them and you live with them and you know this information, shut your fucking mouth. Change them in here and shut your fucking mouth. I bet you didn't shut your fucking mouth, did you, Amy? His daughter said she just him, so he left me for her. What? She needs him, she just him. Okay, darling, but if he left you for the daughter, okay, then you've got a story you're not prioritised and the daughter is more of a priority to him. Therefore, she will be, and therefore he'll leave. You understand? Were you making a big deal about the kid or something? Or him spending time with his kid? I don't know. Tell me. SP was married before we met, but I know circumstances don't matter. Just focus on being married. Darling, guys, if you manifest someone into your reality who's already taken when you've met them, that's a reflection of your self-concept of feeling unchosen already. That's why you pick that person in a room. You pick that person on Tinder. A third party was already present, and it reflects all your fears about yourself that you're not enough or you won't be chosen and other women will be chosen over you. So yes, pursue the married man, but are you going to pursue changing you whilst you do that? Because otherwise you won't fucking leave her. You can imagine you married all you like. But are you going to change the you that caused that situation or what? You're going to do what I teach or what? My partner swears at, insults me and puts me down when she's triggered. It doesn't affect me. What? So if your partner is swearing at you, insulting you and puts you down, and it doesn't affect you, how are you causing a situation with a person who treats you that way? You can say it doesn't affect you all you like, but that sounds like you're just putting up with it. How are you creating that? What situation must you have in your head about yourself? What thoughts must you have in your head about yourself being treated that way and that that's okay for you to just be like, oh, well, this reality's fine. I'm not teaching you guys to be doormats and be treated like shit. Why is she treating you that way? What do you feel about yourself that would allow you to be in a situation with a person who talks to you that way, insults you and treats you like that? That's about you, darling. That's not something you should be proud of. You shouldn't be coming in here going, I'm a great manifester. I just don't get triggered when someone insults me. I'm asking you, how do you get insulted in the first place? Because you're causing that. No point being a doormat over something you cause. You understand? What's this? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What if you react, but you have the assumption that he does everything I want? Guys, never the twain shall meet. You're telling me you're acting like a crazy bitch in the 3D, but you've really got an assumption he'll do whatever you want. No, you don't. Why are you reacting? I call bullshit on what you said. I act like a crazy bitch in the 3D. Wah! But in here, I'm like, he loves me. He's going to do whatever I want. I call bullshit. Why are you reacting? If you knew that he would do everything you wanted, you wouldn't react. Because you'd know he's going to do everything you want. So there'd be no need to react. I call bullshit on what you just said. You're trying to, because it's your personality. Okay, good luck with that, darling. That's your self-concept, is it? I can act like a crazy triggered cut snake and he's still going to stick around. I mean, try it. All power to you. But why are you still reacting if you know that? That's what I'm asking you. Why would you need to react if you know that? I mean, go ahead. But why are you still reacting if you know that information? Because I need to express my feelings in the moment. No. Okay. A lot of you think you understand manifestation and you don't understand that there is no need to express your feelings in the moment. But okay, darling, continue to do that and watch your house burn down or your relationship burn down. Just watch and see. But keep expressing your feelings in the moment because you're not understanding this. But go on. Come back to me when it all falls apart. When you've expressed one too many feelings and he goes, bye! But okay. Well, no, you're asking for advice. Okay, if you're asking for my advice, shut your mouth. You don't need to express a feeling. If you know he's going to do everything you want, why are you expressing a feeling about it when he doesn't do what you want? If you really believed, because I call bullshit on what you said, if you really believe that he's going to do what you want, why would you need to express a feeling when he's not doing what you want? So I call bullshit on everything you just said, darling. You think you're saying something, but you're really saying the opposite. You're saying, I get triggered and I need to express my feelings in order to change him, but I understand that he's going to do everything I want. No, you don't. Otherwise, you'd never feel the need to express shit. If you're expressing just for the sake of talking, for the sound of your own voice yapping, sure, but you're not. You're yapping and expressing feelings in order to affect him. Otherwise, you just wait till he left and you'd express the feelings in an empty room to yourself if it was just about expressing feelings. So it's not. It's about trying to change him. So you don't really believe he's going to do what you want because you're saying and expressing feelings in order to have an effect on him. So you don't really believe what you just told me. Guys, please don't come in here and bullshit me about what you think you believe when your actions prove to me that you don't believe that at all. I call bullshit on half of your crap in here, guys, when you say, I'm just expressing a feeling. Well, you're acting like a triggered bitch in the 3D and trying to change the 3D by expressing your feelings. Do you get that? Oh, yes, I am trying to change him by expressing a feeling, so I don't really think he's going to do what I want. No, you don't. So maybe listen harder and shut your mouth. I really don't bullshit you. No, darling, your actions are showing me that what you're saying before is bullshit. I'm not saying you're lying to me. I'm saying you're very unaware of yourself. You have a lack of awareness about why you're expressing the feeling. I'm not saying you're lying to me. I'm saying you're not understanding why you're expressing the feeling to him. You're expressing a feeling in order to change him in some way and affect him in some way, and that's not necessary when you understand this. You're just not understanding this. You could literally script, like I do, in my scripting journal, everything you want the person to do and they'll do it, but you feel like you have to express it. You don't have to express it. Maybe I don't understand. Okay, probably not. So come and join us in the group, in the squad. Come and do this course and then you'll get it. Guys, if you don't understand what I'm saying, someone's saying, I definitely messed up by doing that. Yes, if you keep messing up by expressing feelings, and don't do what I do and just write it down, just write it down. Like I literally manifested half of what I wrote down at about 5 o'clock this afternoon, about half an hour ago. I only wrote it down 5 o'clock this afternoon. I've just seen it in some text messages. But you guys have to express feelings about what you're feeling. I can just write shit down and manifest it in like 3 hours, but Apparently you're all expressing feelings all over the place. Stop that. Shut your mouth. Go within. Change the circumstance in your mind by changing your story about it. Change the person in your mind by changing your story about them. Change you in your mind and how you're feeling about the situation in your mind now so that the situation out here changes. That's what we're doing here. And if you don't understand how to do that, come and watch the part 2 video of the No Free Will course. I'm dropping it on Monday, and by the time this is on my YouTube channel, Subconscious Laws, you'll be able to watch it. If you come and join us in the Subconscious Laws squad, it's $50 for the month or $35 if you join yearly, and I highly recommend you do that monthly amount because you'll stay accountable the whole year in the squad and you'll get all our courses. Plus, you can be on my podcast and everything else, as well as the coaching library of over 400 videos you cannot watch anywhere else. All right, guys. Thank you so much. No, I don't script the how. No, I don't script the how. I'm scripting the end. Have you seen my scripting journal? You're telling me what's in my journal? I scripted the end, but okay. Apparently you're in my journal, Rich. All right, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.